Hello guys, welcome to Photographics Academy. All right, so we have something very amazing for you today. I'm going to be putting you through how I was able to create this background from this flat backdrop to this amazing backdrop that you are looking at right here. And for your giveaway today, we are giving out this particular background that we are using, and the grunge, the texture, the snoot. I'm giving it out for you. We are giving it out to you for free in this particular video. So all you need to do is to make sure you watch the video from beginning till the end to get the password or to unlock your zip file when you make the download. Okay, so I already took out time and retouched the image. Every other correction we need to make, we'll make it live on this particular video. But I've done the frequency separation part of the whole job and we are good to go. Okay, so that will see your time. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to separate my image from my background. So I'm going to use my select subject. Yeah, so this doesn't necessarily need to be extremely perfect, but you have to make it look good. Okay, so I'm minusing this select inverse. So let me just take out time and refine my selection. Okay, so we are done with the selection. We're done with the selection for now. So what we're going to do is that we're going to duplicate this image like this, then press layer via cut. Yeah, you right click and press layer via cut to have the background on a different layer and have your image on a different layer. So definitely have your image above your background layer. Pick up your mixer brush tool and just modify the background the little way you can. Just modify it in a way. Just mix these areas that are looking rough. So you can actually increase your settings, so you won't have to waste a lot of time doing that. So I don't want to do 100%. Yeah, I still want to have control. Just like that. So you can just mix stuffs around. Yeah, very necessary you do this part and not just blur out your background. If you feel like blurring out, that's cool. You can still blur out later. But I think this works. This works really good. Does that affect my image? Fix the color. So you can actually make a selection of the background, yeah, then paint over the background without having to affect your image. So just mix these areas up like that. Do the same thing over here. So remember, knowing that you are using mixer brush tool, you need to be careful from the areas you mix from, so you don't end up mixing the wrong areas. Just like this. Use clone stamp from this one. Sorry, I'm making a wrong selection. Okay. Just to make it look good. So have our background properly cleaned up to the extent we want it for the moment. Yeah, like it the way it is, still having some rough textures, but clean overall. Okay, so one thing I want you to do, very important, to darken things down and still maintain some sort of control. You can create a curves adjustment layer just like this and darken down, or even rather just change the blend mode to multiply, and it's going to directly affect the image. Now, when you do that, pick up your brush and paint out this snoot area. Just paint it out like this. Very important. If you do not want to do the painting, still left to you. You can decide what you want to do, but still I think I want that high point image like that. I want it very important. So my background, yeah, so have it back just like that. Pick up your brush and do that, following the original one. All right, so you can now decide to reduce the opacity of your curves. So because we are losing a lot of our background, So the reason why we did this is just to make the image stand out from the background. I think the circle of my Snoot is still not so perfect. Yeah, okay. We can work with this. Okay, so just drop down the opacity or the flow or the fill just slightly so you can still have access to, you can still have control for your background. So having done that, the next thing I want us to do is to introduce a texture to this background. So to do that, this is a texture we are grabbing. So just grab it. I want to use just this area. I do not want the floor part now. So I'm just going to do layer via cut and delete the down part. So I have just this area. So I'll drag it over, place it directly above my background layer. Yeah, like that. Sorry, we are in auto select. Okay, so we'll pick this up, place it over here and scale it in. Yeah, scale it in. Just make it to cover the canvas. It's to cover the canvas. So here is where I want to place it directly here. I think I want it smaller. Yeah. Press OK. So we'll have it here. The next thing you want to do is to duplicate it, Ctrl J, then press Ctrl T, flip horizontally. So it's going to turn the image upside down. Just drag it over and place it like this. So when you place it, to give you that floor effect, hold your Control key. Hold Control, drag it from this end this way, yeah, like that, to this end, just like this. You get that perspective that is on the floor. You can zoom out to see what you are doing. Yeah, just a very straight perspective. That wasn't necessary. Yeah, just like this. So you can zoom in to see how well it is. Okay, so it's on the floor already. We'll press OK. Wait for it to transform. So we'll have it on the floor. Okay, so what I want to do is to match the two of them together, match layers. So we'll have it as a single layer. Now we can move it around, even if we think she's not where she's supposed to be and all of that. But I wouldn't want to move it around. I like the positioning. Then change the blend mode to something I like, around multiply, or let's see, overlay, soft slide. Let's see what soft slide did. I think I love the soft slide. What was overlay giving us? Oh, not entirely bad. I also love the overlay. I love the overlay so much. I think I love the drama around the overlay, the peak of light and the leaks of light here and there. So we are going to stick with overlay. We'll stick with overlay. Or there's something I want us to do with the Snoot area. You can decide to keep it like this. You already have a very nice effect, but I want us to do something else. You can even decide to check the hue and saturation to see if you will get something cooler or even brighter or darker, saturate it a bit. So yeah, something like that. I think I like the idea of desaturating it. You can even make the red pop so high. I'm not so sure exactly the direction I would want to go in this image. Okay, so let's just keep it somewhere here. Let's see what the hues does for us. This is not bad. This is not bad. Okay, so the opposite of red is obviously magenta. So we can actually push it towards magenta. Something around here. Yeah, to maintain it. I think I love it here since we are doing flowers. Let's do something rosy. Okay, so this is nice. This is nice. So to do that, just a very simple thing that we'll do right here. So we'll just pick up the Snoot. I think I'm going to be using this one. Looking at the effect of the image, I no longer want the one we picked out here. That's the one I showed you at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to be using this one. Where did it say? Didn't come in. Okay, so let's drag that in again. Place it over here. Yeah, drag it to the middle. Sorry. Place it in the center. Scale it up. So I'm going to show you how you can even create your own Snoot using an existing Snoot. If it's not suiting your image, how you can quickly from it create your own amazing Snoot. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to take care of the blacks, the whites at the edges rather. Just these whites at the edges right here. Make sure you're not affecting your butterfly shape. Just like that. The whites at the edges so that it wouldn't interfere with our selection. Just quickly like this, like this, like this, like this. I'll have it here. Okay, so after doing that, go straight to your apply the mask. Yeah. So to apply it, you need to rasterize, because mine is in a smart object. Then I will apply the mask. So it's that same it's never had those whites that will clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to select, go to color range. Of course, I've already done the selection, so you are choosing highlights. So what it's going to do is that it's going to focus on the highlights, the white part of the butterfly shape. That's where it's going to focus. And if you press OK, you will see the selection. You see the selection. You can now use it and create a mask. Don't bother about the thing on the skin. It's not actually affecting the skin. Everything is happening on the butterfly shaped snoot. So you can just create a mask for it. Yeah, like that. So you can decide to work with this, add a color to it and all of that. But see what I want to do. I want to actually create a solid color. So I already copied I'm using the reds, sorry. So I'm going to be using something around the reds. Then use the mask to replace it like that. So it's going to assume the same shape of the snoot. So with this, I can now change it to any color I want, make adjustments to it, all of that. So I want it towards the reds, very important. Yeah, maybe somewhere around multiply. Let's see what that does. Let's go for a very good blend mode. I think I like this one. I like this one. The lighting is good. Reduce the opacity. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we now have a butterfly shape, solid color, snoot effect. It's even giving us the woman. All right, so having it like that, very nice. You can even decide to increase the size, but I like it the way it's looking. Maybe we'll try increasing the opacity. Nice. So there's something I need you to take note of. Everything we are doing is towards the reds, So we'll have our snoot. This is the image without the snoot. This is it with the butterfly. It just gives it an extra layer to work with. Just gives it an extra layer. Makes it beautiful. So the next thing I want us to do is just to quickly color grade our skin tone. So I think I'll just have to close everything up and make a selection. So let's pick up a solid color that we'll use to color grade her, maybe somewhere around here. We'll have that very strong orange. Then duplicate this, create a mask. You already know I'm going to do that. Color range. Pick her skin tone. Let's see if skin tone is going to give us a nice job. It did, but it's not what we want, so we'll have to use sample image like that. Sample. We'll just sample the skin tone by ourselves. Including the legs. Yeah, there, every part. Yeah, look at the highlights in the middle. Keep this one behind. Make sure you are picking everything. Nice. Okay, so we'll have a very good selection. Press OK. Then use the mask to replace this one. You can now delete this. Change the blend mode to color, first of all, to get a uniform skin tone like that. Beautiful. Let's see what soft light is going to give to us. Not bad. Let's zoom in and see what we have. Not bad. Let's see our color again. Not bad. I think I prefer the color because of the extra glows I noticed it's adding to my image. So you can now zoom in, pick up your brush and start painting into the places that the selection didn't pick very well. Yeah, okay, so I think I like it there. This is fine. Just it's always at the shadows, so you may just need to go towards the shadows and see if the picking or the selection wasn't entirely perfect for the skin tone. Yeah, look at here. Don't bother about that selection. Doesn't really matter because it wouldn't show in the image. If it was showing, then we would have corrected it. Yeah. So just paint into the places you know the color you didn't get to. Like that. Beautiful. Nice one. So let's restore every other thing back. Okay, so have our butterfly, our background, our every other thing coming together. All right, so this is the image without the color, image with the color. So you can decide to even still increase if you want to, but it's too much. So I'll keep it where it is already. Nice, beautiful. So I would have done dodging and burning on the image, but I'm already seeing some amazing glows that our image have, so there won't be need for dodging and burning. So another thing I want to see if I can make a correction on is the reds of the dress. The reds of the dress. So we'll do our hue and saturation, pick the reds. So we want to have a very strong wine red, both for the dress and the bouquet she's holding in her hands. Something like this. So do Control I. You can decide to paint in, you can decide to mask in with your lasso tool, with your selection tool rather. Yeah, so I think I will do it better using a selection tool. So let me just use my selection tool, pick selection tool rather, and just pick the reds. Yeah, so this wouldn't pay much, I wouldn't have to pay much attention because the reds and the black is a very strong contrast. So it has to do a nice job. Yeah, it has to do a nice job. So the one on the arm, yeah, like that, beautiful. Minus the skin. I will have a very good selection. So you can now use this selection and paint over the mask. And we are good to go, like this. So whatever you are painting is restricted inside that selection. This is why we did the selection. Press Ctrl D, and we'll have a very nice clothes. Look at that before, after. So this now you can decide to darken a little. You can decide to even saturate a little more. But I think I like it the way it is. Yeah. Like it the way it is. Beautiful. Press Enter. Output. So let's see if we can darken the bouquet in her hand. I think it's getting a lot of attention. So just reduce the brightness and just darken the bouquet, her hand like that. Reduce the opacity of the effect. Nice, beautiful. I think the curves we use to reduce the brightness of the background is too much, so I'm going to reduce it. Nice, beautiful. So at this point, we're just playing around with stuff. So the next thing I want to do is a little bit of color balancing to bring the whole thing together. So in my shadows, obviously, I need some reds. So I'm going to punch in reds in my shadows like this. Well, yeah. Still, this is too much. So we'll go to the mid-tones where our skin tone is. Try to lift it out a little. So we'll not have everything lost in the reds. Then the highlights, I think a little bit of reds, just like that. Oh, beautiful. So we are having very strong red tones. So I'm going to do one more color balance. Go to my highlight. I want to target this Snoot specifically. So I'm just going to increase the reds like this. Press Ctrl I and paint it in. Yeah, like that. Just into that Snoot area, into this area. So I want it looking like it's a red light that we used for the Snoot. Something like that. Yeah, so building things in. Can actually make a selection of the image like this, so that you restrict the snoots, the painting we are making rather, from affecting our image. So at this point, you no longer need to be careful, just paint over. So now we're no longer afraid that it's going to affect the overall, it's going to spill into our image. Yeah, so we can now pay more attention to the background. I don't think I want it over here, but it's not bad. Let's have it there. Yeah, it's not bad. Just over here to make things a bit more realistic. Nice. So we are done. Yeah, so look at it before, after. So we have successfully added color to that white Snoot light. Now, having done all this, let's now create just one global effect and see what we are going to receive. Maybe a color lookup table or something, just to bring everything together like that. So, oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. So how just move around. This is beautiful. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. So sweet. So sweet. I think I love this. So we'll just have to bring this down. Nice. Beautiful. So this is before, this is after. Look at the way it's bringing everything together. So that brings me to adding a little blue to my shadows, so that we'll see what it looks like. Just playing around with colors. Yeah, nice. Just playing around with colors. Beautiful. So maybe we can mix it just a little with red. Just a little with red. So we'll have Nice one. Now, of course, you need to drop down the opacity and have a very good color. Okay, so let me show you the overall before and after of all this color balancing and manipulation and all of that. So have put all this in. So this was the image before we started adding colors, just after we are done adding our texture and all of that. So this is the image with just a little bit of color grading. So you see how much color grading can add and create effects for you in your image. This is before, this is after. So this is the overall before and after. This was the image before we started our manipulation. So we had to clean up the background, then we had to darken it down, added our texture layer, then added a little bit of flower in a little bit of butterfly in our background to make it a little bit more dramatic. Then this is our original image. Then this is our color grading, and we are good. We have a very amazing effect. So I think I need to bring this down a little. Yeah, then the butterfly, I think I'll have to reduce the opacity just a little more. Yeah, nice, beautiful. Thank you for watching this amazing video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have more of this coming for you this period. So if you are interested in seeing more of our videos, make sure you click on the notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video on this channel. Thank you once again for watching this amazing video. Remember, this texture and the Snoot, we are giving it out to you for free. So if you watched to this part, I know definitely you must have seen the password of the background when you download it. Just unzip the file and create magic. Thank you.